Hello dear students, today we will talk about the RS system of nomenclature. So this is the first part. Uh, the remaining portion we will see in the upcoming session or lecture. So why it is important, why we should learn the RS system of nomenclature? Because as you have seen the stereochemistry, stereocenter, like the compound may be chiral. Okay, what is chiral compound? Chiral compound means compound having the carbon which is having four different group. So that carbon would be chiral carbon or asymmetric carbon or stereocenter, you can also say that. Okay, so today we will talk about that how to do that RS nomenclature in compound having stereocenter. Okay, or chiral carbon. So you can expect the question in GPAT from this portion. So basically, in exam, you may get the structure and there would be a specific position, chiral center. So they will ask you that which of the following is a correct configuration at chiral carbon. So you may get this structure H, OH, H, OH, and here you will get CH2OH. So this is the structure of L, D, erythrose. Okay, why it is D erythrose? Because as per the DL system of nomenclature, we have to see the first chiral carbon from the bottom one. So this is the first chiral carbon from the bottom that is having the hydroxy group at the right hand side. So if it is in right hand side, it would be D-erythrose. If that hydroxy is in left hand side, that would be L. Okay, as per the DL system of nomenclature. But in exam, it will ask to you that this is the compound having two chiral center. Okay, if we give the numbering, so 1, 2, 3, 4. So as you can see, the carbon number 2 and 3 having chiral carbon because it is bonded with four different atoms. Okay, there are four different groups. This carbon at this place or is at this place. So in exam, they will give you like structure or they can also give you the carbon number 2 or C2 position configuration is configuration is R S RS, none of the above. Okay, A, B, C, D. So you have to find whether this C2 position is R or S. So these type of question you will be able to solve by seeing this video. So now first let's talk about what is that R and S system. Okay, so what is R here? So this R and S system of nomenclature. So these R and S are the Latin word. Okay, so Latin word rectus and sinister. So these two words are Latin. As you can see here, R, S. R and S taken from here. So R means or rectus means right. Okay. Sinister, left. In Latin word, rectus and sinister. So the meaning of this rectus and sinister is right and left. So now we will see how we can assign the configuration. So in the R and S system of nomenclature, there are several rule, which is called the sequence rule. Okay, so as you can see here, the sequence rule or priority rule or preference rule. Okay, so on the basis of these rule or by applying these rule, you will be able to find the correct configuration of any chiral carbon. Okay, so see the first rule we will talk about. What we have to see, we have to see the atom with highest atomic number. Suppose there are four different groups. Out of that four, which one is having highest atomic number? Okay, so on the basis of that, we will assign the priority. As you can see here, iodine, this is the chiral carbon because it is having the four different group. Okay, so here it is bonded with iodine or single bond iodine is there. Here chlorine, bromine, fluorine. So what are the atomic number of these? Iodine 53, bromine 35, chlorine 17, fluorine 9. So now we have to give the priority on the basis of their atomic number. That iodine will get priority first 53, second bromine, third chlorine, and fourth one fluorine. So now on the basis of that we have to assign the priority. After priority, what we have to do we will see later on. Now in the rule first, like you may get isotopes also. Isotope, what are the isotopes? Like atomic number similar but atomic mass is different of any atom. So that is called the isotope. So you may get the hydrogen and a deuterium. See, these are the isotopes of hydrogen. First one called protium, 1H1 protium, 1H2 deuterium, 1H3 tritium. So if you see that isotope, so on the basis of, in that case you will have to uh, see or you will have to assign the priority on the basis of their atomic mass or atomic weight. Okay, not atomic number. If having the similarity. Okay, let's see with this example. So this is the carbon having four different groups. Which one? Hydrogen or protium, deuterium, tritium, fluorine. Fluorine having atomic number 9, tritium, hydrogen or protium, or deuterium. They are the isotopes. So out of these three, which will get priority first? After that, this is the fluorine 9. Now then tritium will get the second priority, deuterium third, hydrogen or protium fourth priority. Okay, so this is the first rule. Now second, when the priority is not decided by first atom attached, then what we have to do? We have to proceed with comparing the next atom further attached. Like as you can see here, see, this is the chiral carbon. What we can see here, there are four different groups: CH3, CH2OH, CH2CH3, and hydrogen. So as you can see, the first group is carbon. Here also carbon, carbon. Now on the basis of that, we cannot say this one will get the priority because all having the similar atom, carbon. Now what we have to do? We have to move. We have to see the exact next, what it is directly attached to that carbon. What this carbon is attached? what this carbon, what this carbon. Okay, so okay, let's see here. This is the group. I will give the numbering A. This is the group given the numbering B, and the group given numbering C. Now what we have to do? We have to expand it. So A will expand like that. This is the A group. What it is having? See, this is attached with the carbon having two hydrogen. So it can be written like that. Yes, one hydrogen, one hydrogen. And after that, it is bonded with oxygen. Okay, so we need not to see the next one. Okay, which is directly attached. So this carbon, with this carbon, this hydrogen is directly attached, this hydrogen is directly attached, and here oxygen is directly attached with this carbon. This hydrogen is not directly attached here, so we will not count this. Similarly, in group B, this one, what is directly attached? See, with this carbon, this group is attached, but it is similar to that. So now we will see the next one. So this group having two hydrogen, but next one it is bonded with the carbon. So this carbon. Now we won't care about that. What is bonded here, like hydrogen, hydrogen, hydrogen. Okay, we have to see the next atom. Similarly, here if we talk about the C, so this carbon having three hydrogen, so we will count that. But what is directly attached to the next to next, that we will not count. We will count that when we are not able to find the first point of difference. Okay, I will tell you what is that first point of difference. So as we can see, all are similar here, carbon, carbon, carbon. So now we have to see the first point of difference. So here, if we have already opened that, this one, this one. So here if we see, now we have to arrange whatever the group was attached with that carbon, we have to arrange it atomic, as per atomic number. So here oxygen is attached with this carbon, and these two hydrogen is attached. This is not attached with this, so we will not count this one. So here oxygen, hydrogen, hydrogen. So oxygen having atomic number 8, hydrogen 1, hydrogen 1. Here carbon, okay, so carbon is attached. Then here hydrogen is attached, okay, directly with this one, okay, here. But with this one is attached, so we are not going to see that. So now you see that what is attached here, carbon, hydrogen, hydrogen. So as per their atomic number we have to arrange 6 1 1. Now in the last, three hydrogen are attached, okay, with this carbon. So it is, so obviously now we will have to see here what we are getting here, oxygen, carbon, hydrogen. So on the basis of that, the group which is having that oxygen, it will get priority here. So it will get the priority 1. This was the group B, got the priority 2. This was the group 3, C will get priority 3. And the hydrogen, whenever you see the hydrogen, just give it 4, because no atom less than that hydrogen in atomic number. So this was the second rule. Now the third rule. If double bond or triple bond are present at group like this aldehyde, so what you will have to do? So basically what you will have to do, you have to consider it like this is the group C double bond O. What you can do, just you imagine that carbon bonded with single bond with oxygen, and that carbon is also single bonded with another oxygen. It means that you will have to assume, okay, so C double bond O, suppose it is C triple bond N. In that case what you will consider, C nitrogen, nitrogen, nitrogen. So that you will have to consider. It means C triple bond N. So that carbon is bonded with three single bond to the nitrogen. So these three rules are very basic in case of the sequence rule. Now we'll talk about what next. Now we have assigned the priority. What after that? So now I will tell you with an example. So you can say this, the rule 4. After assigning the priority, what we have to do? We have to, like, we have assigned the priority 1, 2, 3, 4, the chiral carbon. Now we have given the priority. Now what we have to do? We have to move 1 to 2, 2 to 3. 4 you can leave or neglect. I will tell you why. Okay, so now everything will be similar. So now what we have to do? We have to move towards 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4, or sometimes you can leave the 4. I will tell. Then what next? As you can see, this is in anti-clockwise direction, moving opposite to the clock. So that would be the, if it is anti-clockwise, or if it is clockwise, suppose it is like 1, 2, 3, 4. Now it is moving the clockwise. So if the atom are arranged like that, 1, 2, 3, 4, see this, now it is moving the clockwise direction. So that would be the R configuration. So what would be this chiral carbon configuration would be R. Okay. Here, if it is moving anti-clockwise, so that chiral carbon would be S. Okay. So this is basically after assigning the priority, we will have to do this. Now, coming to the fourth one, the fourth group. So see, there are many projection. Here I will talk about that two one. Fisher. This is called Fisher projection, and this is called wedge and dash projection. So you can imagine like any group is there, C, D. So this is called wedge bond. This is called dash bond. We will talk about this in the upcoming lectures. So this is called wedge and dash projection. Okay, and this is called Fisher. So when we talk about the R and S configuration in Fisher projection, so what we have to do, as you can see, there are two lines. This is called the vertical line, and this is called the horizontal line. So now vertical and horizontal. One important rule is there, that now we will have to see after assigning the after assigning the priority. One more thing we will have to see. We will have to see the fourth group where it lies. As you can see here, if the fourth group, the rule said in Fisher configuration, the fourth group must be in vertical position. So if it is in vertical position, suppose here fourth group, 3, 2, 1. So if that fourth or lowest priority group is in vertical position, so what you will have to do, see this. This is the clockwise direction. So the configuration of this as such, the chiral carbon of this molecule will be in R configuration as it is clockwise direction. So this would be R. Now imagine a structure which is having the fourth group here. So 3, 2, 1. Now the fourth group is in horizontal line. So what we will have to do? We have to see that 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 3. You can move like that. So what is that? It is clockwise direction 1 to 2, 2 to 3. See, this is also a clockwise direction. But the rule said the fourth group is not in vertical line. So what we will have to do? If the fourth group or lowest priority group is not in vertical line, so whatever the configuration we are observing, that here we are observing that this is the carbon which is in R. But if the fourth group is in horizontal, you will have to revert it. So instead of R, the configuration of this molecule will be S. Okay. So now you have to understand the value of fourth or least priority group. Okay. So this was the rule. On the basis of that, you can assign the configuration R and S in any compound which is having the chiral carbon. So first I will draw the examples having structure in Fischer projection. Okay, then we will talk about that wedge and dash projection in the upcoming lecture. So now let me draw the example of that particular compound, so you may get. Okay, we will start with one chiral compound. So this is Fischer projection, vertical and horizontal. Here, let's see CH3, OH, NH2. Here it is CH2, CH3. Before that, let's see this example. Br, chlorine, iodine, hydrogen. And let me draw one more. Chlorine, hydrogen, iodine, bromine. Okay. Now you also try to assign the configuration. See, assign the priority. As I told, as per the atomic number, this is 53, priority 1. And I also told whenever you see the hydrogen, just give it 4. Now we have to see these two. Bromine 35, so obviously it will get 2. This will be 3. Here 1, no, 1, 2, 3, 4 you can leave. 1, 2, 3. Here 1, 2, 3. Now what we will have to do? We have to move 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 3. 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 3. So see the difference here and here. This is the chiral carbon. Now we have to assign the configuration of this carbon. Okay, so what it would be? Now 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 3. It is clockwise direction. Okay, 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 3 in a clockwise direction. So it would be R if it is clockwise direction. Here 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 3 anti-clockwise. Okay, so just see that anti-clockwise. So it would be S. But also we have to see the least priority group, that is the hydrogen. hydrogen is the least priority group among those all. It is in vertical line, so that R will remain R only. We cannot change, we will not change it. But what here? The least priority group, that was the hydrogen, it lies in horizontal line. So as per the rule, what we have to do? We have to revert it or invert it. So if it is S configuration, we will write it R. So the configuration in this case, it will be R. The configuration in this case, the configuration of carbon in this case will be R. Okay, so that depend on the arrangement of group or atom. Now we will talk about this. Okay, assign the priority: oxygen, carbon, carbon, nitrogen. Out of these, see, this is the chiral carbon. We have to see it is directly attached with which atom. Here it is attached with the carbon, here also carbon. So now we will start. Carbon 6, oxygen 8, nitrogen 7. So this will get 1, this will get 2, obviously oxygen, nitrogen. Now which will get 3? This is also carbon, this is also carbon. So now we will have to expand it. So here if we will expand it, there you will get like carbon is attached with 3 hydrogen. Now we will have to find the first point of difference. If we expand this one, so it will be like that: CH, CH, C, H, H, H. Now see, this is bonded with this carbon and this carbon. So here carbon bonded with carbon, here carbon bonded with 3 hydrogen. So obviously this will get priority. Okay, so if we arrange as per atomic number carbon and carbon, then hydrogen, 2 hydrogens are there. So hydrogen, so this will get 6. Here this carbon, 3 hydrogens. So carbon, carbon, no, carbon, hydrogen and hydrogen, and 3 hydrogens. Carbon, hydrogen, hydrogen, hydrogen. Carbon, carbon, see, carbon, carbon, these 2 hydrogen. I'm talking about the group which is directly attached to that carbon. So as you can see, 2 hydrogens are there. So 2 hydrogens are there and carbon is there. Okay, and this is the carbon, this is the carbon. Okay, so these two also present here. So we have to see the first point of difference. As we move next, here hydrogen and here carbon. So obviously it is bonded with the carbon, so this will get the priority. So now 1, 2, this will get 3, this will get 4. Now we will have to move 1 to 2. See, 1 to 2, 2 to 3. Okay, so now it is anti-clockwise direction. No, yeah, it is anti-clockwise direction. So the configuration around this carbon will be anti-clockwise, so it is S. Okay, now which is the fourth group or least priority group? This one. So now what we will have to do? Nothing to do. We cannot do anything because it is already in vertical line. Okay, so we will write the configuration around that R. Configuration of this carbon will be S. That's it. Okay, so this was the case if it is having the one chiral carbon. Okay, so now let us discuss the example having two chiral carbon. Okay, so I will draw that. Here CHO H, OH, H, OH, CH2, OH. 4 carbon. This is the structure of sugar, you can say, having the 4 carbon. So out of these 4 carbon, these two are the having chiral carbon. Okay. So now what we have to do? We have to assign the configuration. So now what we will do here, we have to see the atom directly attached to that carbon. So here, as we can see, oxygen is attached, here carbon is attached, here hydrogen, here also carbon. So if it is attached, the oxygen having the atomic number 8, so what we will do, we will give them priority. So this oxygen will get priority 1. It is having the hydrogen that will get 4. These two are the carbon. Okay, this carbon and this carbon. Now this is the chiral carbon. For this chiral carbon, this is a complete group, and this is another group. So one group, two group, three group, four group. Now what we have to do? Out of these two, we have to look. So see, this is the CHO group. So how we can write that CHO group? This is aldehyde. So as I told you, rule 3, if it is having that C double bond O, we will have to consider it like that. And this is the hydrogen, which is directly attached here. Now what we will have to do? See, oxygen, carbon, hydrogen, arrange as per their atomic number. Okay, so here we will get 2 oxygen, 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 carbon, hydrogen. Now we will talk about here. This is the fourth group. So what is attached in fourth group? Directly attached to that carbon. So now we will expand that. The carbon which is attached with the oxygen, and that oxygen having the hydrogen, and that hydrogen is there. Okay. Now here the carbon attached with 2 hydrogen, so that will be like that. And now this oxygen. So what is directly attached to that group? This carbon. Okay, we have to find the first point of difference. Okay, so as it was oxygen, oxygen, carbon, hydrogen, if we arrange that like this, so here we will able to see one oxygen, then one oxygen. This is the group bonded with carbon. So it is having the carbon, so it will be oxygen, carbon. Okay, see, carbon, oxygen, then this is again here carbon. Okay, so now we will not talk about what this carbon having. Okay, so now this is the carbon having that oxygen, here it is having the hydrogen. So we will also not count this hydrogen which is bonded with the oxygen. So the first point of difference, as you can see, there is oxygen, there is also oxygen. But now as we move toward the next one, here carbon, here oxygen. So this is the difference. Oxygen here, here carbon. Okay. So carbon having atomic number 6, oxygen having 8, oxygen having 8, oxygen having 8, 6, 1. So the first difference, we got oxygen here, and here it is having the carbon. That's it. Now we need not to see the next one. Okay, we got the first point of difference. So according to that, this will get the priority. So after that one, this would be group 2, and this will be complete group 3. So now 1 to 2 and 2 to 3. It is how it is moving. It is anti-clockwise. So if it is anti-clockwise, we have to write it S. But what about the fourth group? Fourth group, least priority group, must be in vertical, but it is not in vertical, it is horizontal. So in that case, we will have to write it R. So you can say in the structure of D erythrose, as it is the structure of D erythrose, hydroxy group is in right hand side. So in the structure of D erythrose, carbon number 2, which is a chiral carbon, the configuration of that would be R. Understood? Likewise, you have to assign the configuration of that third carbon. Okay, let's try. Now, what we will have to do, again, in that carbon, we have to find the 4 different group. So what is that 4 different group? See, this is the group 1, group 2, group 3, and for this carbon, this will be the group 4. Okay, so this all including CHO, this will be okay, as we have counted here. So it will be complete group 4. Now what we have to do? 4 different group. So this black one, oxygen will get priority first, carbon and then hydrogen will get priority 4. There are 2 carbon. See, now we have to see this carbon, which is directly attached to this carbon. So this is the chiral center. So now we have to expand this group. Okay, CH2OH already we have seen here. Okay, so for this one, this is the group, and for this one, this is the another group. So now if we see this, there is a carbon. Okay, so there is a carbon which is having another carbon here upside. Now that is bonded with oxygen and hydrogen. And what about here? It is bonded with oxygen, and here it is bonded with hydrogen. Okay, so now with this carbon, there is a, we have to arrange on the basis of their atomic number. So first we see this carbon and that carbon and oxygen, but here oxygen. So okay, with this carbon, the carbon here, that is the carbon bonded with oxygen, and so this this is the difference. Here the carbon bonded with oxygen, so that oxygen, carbon and carbon, I'm talking, and this carbon is bonded with hydrogen. Now you compare this, okay, this one with this one, carbon, hydrogen. Okay, so now this will be oxygen as per atomic number, carbon, hydrogen, hydrogen. See, so this is oxygen, this is oxygen. No difference, no point of difference. Here also oxygen, carbon, carbon also, no point of difference. But here it is having the carbon, here it is having the hydrogen. So out of that, CH2OH and this upper complete group, this will get the priority. So now this upper group, that black one, will be 2, and this CH2OH will be 3. So now this was the 1, 2, 3. So it is like 1 to 2, 2 to 3. Okay. And this fourth group, we have to see that fourth group. So where it is in horizontal, it must be in vertical, but it is in horizontal line. So what we will have to do, as we can see, it is anti-clockwise direction. So it should be R. I'm talking about it was the C2 position. Now it is C3 position. So C3 carbon, it would be S, but the fourth group is in horizontal line. So it would be R. So you can say that in in D-erythrose, chiral carbon 2 and 3 configuration is R and R, as we have observed. Okay, so these things will help you to assign the configuration. So in the upcoming video, we will take more examples like D3Os, L3Os. Then we will also talk with the glucose, D-glucose. So by taking those examples, it would be much more clear to assign the R and S configuration to particular compound having